George Smith has been making boots and shoes for almost 50 years. His proudest possession is a pair of boots he made as an apprentice more than 40 years ago. George still wears them regularly and says they're as watertight today as they were when he made them. They are a tribute to his craft, one which is slowly dying. Craftsmen like George Smith are hard to find these days, and today the craft loses yet another master, because George Smith is retiring. There will be no well-wishing colleagues or retirement clock for George. He has worked alone for the past 30 years.
From the state of the place, you'd hardly think that I was retiring in a few hours' time, would you? Boots and shoes have been my life. I've never known hotels, really. My father was a shoemaker, and it only seemed natural to join the trade. I never worked with him, though. I joined a local Leicester firm as an apprentice in 1924. And I was lucky to get a job because things were bad then. After serving my time, me and a pal formed a partnership. Only a small business, you understand. Neither of us had any money. We rented this place for a few shillings a week and set up making riding boots. There was a big demand locally, and it wasn't long before we had customers from all over the county. It's only since the last war, while I've been on my own, that I turned to bespoke shoes. Of course, the riding boots still kept coming in. I'm sure that most of our customers must be dead and gone, but their boots kept passed down like family heirlooms. Not surprising, really, when a good pair of boots these days can cost around £250. I reckon that part of the long life of a pair of boots or shoes is due to the thread. I still believe in making my own, right from raw hemp fibre. Some say I'm wasting my time making my own. By the time it's rolled and scoured and waxed. But then this is how I was taught. I feel happier making it myself. More confident like, that the job's done proper. It's same with needles. We used hogs here in the old days. Now it's nylon. Took me a long time to accept nylon ones. But you can't get any other now. It feels funny knowing that this is my last day. It's been a rush getting some of the jobs done, but once I decided on the day, I wanted to stick to it. This is my last job, and I'm looking forward to it. I made these shoes about 20 years ago for a pal of mine, Stan. He's a bit crippled and needs a special shoe. I promised to give him a good overall before I finished. As long as they see me to my box, George, he said when he brought him in. Well, other than occasional soling and healing, I don't think I've done much to them since they were made. For now, I need what you might call a 12,000 mile service. I'm putting on a new weld as the old isn't strong enough to take the new sole. Now, tapping the stitches is an important job, as it flattens the stitches, enabling a good close contact for the sole, you see. as I said, stands a bit crippled, so I build up the ball of the sole with cork mix to get the right shape for his foot. It was a good business, this, at one time. Before the war, my partner and me used to walk upstairs. This was the stock room behind the shop. We walked for 14 hours some days to get the work done. We had some very well-to-do customers. My partner was quite young when he died, poor lad, suffering from TB. I haven't worked upstairs since. Quite sentimental towards shoes I made a long time ago. It's like meeting an old friend. I sometimes try to remember what things were like when I made them. Working on your own, you do a lot of thinking, you know. These shoes are stands. I feel quite attached to them. I suppose there's a bit of me in them somewhere. It'll give me a great pleasure to see his face when he tries them on. I suppose a pair of shoes is a pair of shoes to most people, but, well, to Stan they're as necessary as his walking stick. I often wonder how many pairs of boots and shoes I've made in my time. I know one thing, they haven't made me any money. Still, I've been satisfied with my lot, and I think that counts a lot. Sometimes when I'm upstairs getting a piece of leather or something, I'll look at my old tools and all those old lasts lying there like dead feet and ghosts of their owners, and I think it's time I was packing in. Only God knows what'll happen to it all. I don't.